Yo, what's going on, guys? Troy Addison here, Superhuman You, and in tonight's video, in front of the broken down McDonald's right in back of me, we are gonna cover 7 of the strangest fat loss tips that you've ever heard in your entire life. We're gonna help you guys lose that stubborn lower belly fat, and I guarantee you've never heard most of these tips in your entire life. And I know what you guys are thinking. I'm gonna get someone in the comments. Someone's gonna be like, oh, I heard from Herbert Armstrong, professor of nutrition at Dartmouth University, that you can't spot reduced fat. Listen, I know that. I've been around the block, been around in this game for a few years. But the compound effect of these 7 tips is gonna help you guys melt away like 20 to 30 pounds of fat over the next year if you apply these. We got motorcycles going by over here. So listen, the compound effect is you will lose a ton of fat. And obviously if you're losing 30 pounds of fat, a lot of lower belly fat will be lost. So let's dive right into it.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.
So tip number 1 is by far the easiest to pull off. So simple, and the compound effect of doing tip number 1 is gonna help you guys lose over 10 pounds of fat. Scientifically proven to help you guys lose over 10 pounds of fat over the next 365 days. All you have to do is drink 1 gallon of ice cold water. I'm talking super ice cold water. Put as much ice as humanly possible in your water. Now, this is gonna help you burn an extra 100 calories per day. Why? Just think about this for a second. So your body has something called thermogenesis, and when you drink really cold water, so thermogenesis, basically your body tries to maintain a certain temperature all day. When you drink really cold water, the body actually uses energy, aka calories, to go back to this temperature. Sorry guys, mosquitoes around here. So your body uses energy to go back to this basal temperature in your body. So by drinking 64 ounces, like those big gallon jugs they sell for like $1, drinking 1 of those ice cold per day is gonna help you burn an extra 100 calories every single day. Now that may not seem like a lot, but let's do the math. 700 calories per week, 36,000 calories over the course of 1 year. That is over 10 pounds of fat. Do you know what 10 pounds of fat looks like? I'm gonna throw it on the screen right here. 10 pounds of fat is a ton. You are gonna definitely lose lower belly fat by implementing this hack. The next 6 are much more strange, so hang on tight. This one, I'm gonna be honest, I've never tried it. So there is a study that said that if you eat in front of a mirror, that you're gonna naturally eat 33% less calories with every single meal. I'm gonna take this one to the next level. I'm gonna tell you to eat in front of a mirror naked, and I guarantee you, you're going to eat a lot less calories. So I had to throw it out there. So eating in front of a mirror naked, obviously you're gonna judge yourself. You're going to like be sitting down. You're gonna feel like the little fat rolls on your stomach when you're sitting down, and you're gonna eat less calories. And like I just said, all it takes to lose weight is to be in a caloric deficit. So you guys gotta let me know if you try it. Obviously, kind of hard to do in public unless you're at some kind of weird restaurant, but let me know if you guys ever try it. All right, guys, the next tip might even be more strange. And when I read this study, I thought it was pretty insane. So there's this group of 160 volunteers, and they wore a vanilla scented patch and sniffed it after every single meal. And what this does, it's supposed to lessen your dessert cravings. Now this group of volunteers lost an average of 4.5 pounds of pure fat in a span of about 30 days. So apparently sniffing vanilla, and not only vanilla, let me see here on my phone, there's a few other ones. Sniffing banana, apple, and peppermint, according to Dr. Alan Hirsch of the Smell and Taste Treatment and Research Foundation in Chicago, tried this with 3,000 volunteers. And the more frequently people sniff these items, the less calories they consumed and the less they craved dessert. So it may look a little strange walking around sniffing a banana, but the research doesn't lie, and it's helped a lot of people lose weight. And if you're like me and you're always craving dessert foods, I'm definitely gonna give this one a try. So next up is shorter rest times on high intensity training. So high intensity exercise, compound exercises, or high intensity interval training, simply running sprint intervals. And what this does, it can boost your testosterone by up to 300 to 400% when compared to the group. So they had 2 groups of people that actually did extensive research on this, and they compared The group that was resting for, say, you know, like 1.5 to 4 minutes, they also had a group that was taking very short rest times on maximum intensity exercises. The human growth hormone levels, when you look at the two groups, is astronomical. There's a huge difference between the short rest time and the long rest time. Human growth hormone is one of the most important fat burning and muscle building, energy boosting ingredients. Boosting your human growth hormone consistently is going to have an incredible effect on helping you lose that lower belly fat. So I love human growth hormone little hacks like this because it's one of the best hormones that you can easily manipulate with these little hacks like high intensity interval training and short rest times. Definitely going to upset a lot of people, and that is don't do keto. Now, I'm not saying that the keto diet is bad. There's some advantages to it, but the thing is, all you have to do to lose body fat, to lose lower belly fat, is be in a caloric deficit. And somebody took this to the extreme level. So there is this professor by the name of Mark Hobb, and for, I believe, 10 straight weeks, all he ate was Twinkies, he ate donuts, he ate Oreos, he had Krispy Kreme donuts. He had, let me pull up my notes here, guys. It is like 1 o'clock in the morning and I am half asleep. So get this, so the Twinkie diet helped this nutrition professor lose 27 pounds. Now, how could you just eat Twinkies and donuts and cupcakes and junk food every single day for 10 weeks? And get this, not only did he lose the weight, but his bad cholesterol went down, his good cholesterol went up. Now, how is this humanly possible? Well, he was on a caloric deficit. That's all it takes. It really doesn't matter what your protein and your carbs and your fat are when it comes to losing body fat, because all it takes is a caloric deficit. So this is why tracking your calories is so important. And then another thing too that I don't like about keto is that the thing, like when you're trying to maintain muscle and even build muscle while burning fat, you want to have the majority, you want to have carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are very anabolic. So the best thing to do is be low carb for long stretches and eat your carbs pre-workout and post-workout. So the keto diet, fat is 9 calories per gram. So you could very easily eat 3,000, 4,000 calories eating a bunch of eggs, putting avocado, putting almond butter, guacamole. Like all these things are very high in calories. And I noticed too, anytime I go low carb and really high fat, I'm not losing any body fat at all. I look really like flat because my muscles don't have any glycogen, and I'm obsessed with almond butter and guacamole. I will literally sit there and eat 1,500 to 2,000 calories of this if I'm on a really low carb diet. So fat is 9 calories per gram, carbs are 4 calories per gram. You want to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight, so don't do keto. Next up is an oldie but a goodie. Well, not really old, because Instagram isn't that old. What I want you guys to do is document your food on Instagram or some social media platform. So literally take a picture of it, you know, post it on your Instagram stories. Just show your friends, your family, every single meal for 2 weeks. And this has been shown, you're gonna eat a lot less calories if you actually have the discipline to do this. So obviously, like you're not gonna be eating like 10 sloppy joes. I don't even know if people eat sloppy joes anymore. You're not gonna be eating junk food every single meal if you're showing it to the whole wide world. And also, before you do this, make a post that you're trying to get in great shape. So that's gonna put a lot of pressure on you because you're gonna post out, you know, yo, trying to get shredded, trying to get ripped, trying to get an amazing beach body. And then for the next week, you're gonna document your food. And you better believe there's gonna be some people on social media. If you're eating junk, there's gonna be some people that are gonna fire back negative feedback on you. They will fire back terrible feedback on you, and you're naturally gonna eat less calories. You're gonna make better eating decisions. So last but not least, kind of goes back to the ice cold water tip. Research showed that if you keep your house temperature at 59 degrees, that you can burn 200 to 300 more calories every single day. So most people keep their house, I guess, to like, I don't know, 68 to 72. But when you lower the temperature to 59, what happens is the thermogenesis effect kicks in once again. So your body's gonna burn a couple hundred calories. So when you do the math, it's like burning 20 to 30 extra calories every single hour. But this really adds up. I mean, 300 calories, we're talking like almost 3 pounds of fat per month. So, and then another question that I got from someone that I recommended this to is, won't I be cold all the time? Well, your body is an incredible machine. It's going to adapt. So yeah, the first like day or two, you might be a little cold, but even like I know from being in really cold temperatures that your body obviously adapts, becomes easier and easier, and 59 really isn't that cold. So I don't know, try it out, guys. I'm just trying to give you guys really interesting tips on how you can lose that lower belly fat, lose body fat. And like I said in the intro, you can't spot reduce, but If you're losing 10 pounds of fat all over, some of that fat is obviously going to be lower belly fat. And the thing that's really frustrating about lower belly fat and why it's so important to have these little hacks built in is lower belly fat and lower back fat is the first place that you're going to pack on body fat when you start to gain weight, and it's the very last place that you're going to lose it when you're losing weight. So the compound effect, like I said, I'm obsessed with that word because it's like little things build up, and over the course of 3 to 6 months you guys can have incredible progress on any fitness goal. So I'm signing off. I'm exhausted. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm in the middle of a parking lot. We got Cisco trucks driving by. But thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you guys on the video
You
tomorrow.
ain't got no games. You ain't live no